those points at which capacities to be affected outweigh capacities to affect, because we are constantly affecting the world with our activities. Some places the effects of our actions are simply linear and bring things to equilibrium, but in other cases they can trigger enormous effects which can be both very beneficial or bring catastrophe to humanity. Thank you very much.
Without challenging any of the points there, well thought out. So I want to point out a slight lack of parallelism in your opening example to formulate a question. The Hooke's law applies to a spring, which is a form, not a metal, which is a material. So your discussion of rubber versus spring and rubber versus metal is actually rubber versus the form of the spring. And if I take rubber and I shape it to a spring, I get Hooke's law. So the question there is material behavior versus behavior of the form. And the form, and all your discussions from the material behavior to the chemical clock are really about the regime of formulae and nonlinear and linear formulae giving us greater control of the world. And I think you're absolutely right. But there's a whole other set of efficacies which are not, which I would like to call arcs, let's say, which are not disciplinable by formulae, that actually have much longer histories and successfully integrated nonlinear behaviors through trial and error behavior, as you pointed out. And why isn't there a place for that in your discussion? Why is it you still are in the world of formulae?
Yeah, I limited my, because the 25-minute time limit forces you to choose.
That's your very question to answer.
Forces you to choose. So this is why I limited my responses to this particular case. You said art, right?
Just anything that's not disciplinable by a formula. Let's call that.
Okay, so I would